Have you ever imagined yourself nailing an important presentation or staying calm under pressure before a big event? What if I told you that just visualizing success could actually make you better prepared in real life? Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between what you imagine and what you actually experience, meaning mental rehearsal is a powerful tool for building resilience and improving performance. I'm Dr. Tracey, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos to help you strengthen your mind, fortify your brain, and build resilience. In this video, we're going to talk about how visualization strengthens your brain's ability to handle challenges, adapt under pressure, and boost confidence, all without taking a single physical step. I'll walk you through the science behind mental rehearsal and give you a step-by-step guide on how to use it effectively. So, how can simply imagining something change the way your brain and body respond to it in real life? It all comes down to neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to form and strengthen neural connections based on repeated experiences. And here's the really interesting part. Your brain doesn't fully differentiate between something you physically do and something you vividly imagine. Research in sports physiology and neuroscience has shown that mentally rehearsing a skill, whether it's shooting a basketball, swinging a golf club, or performing surgery, can significantly improve performance. Athletes use visualization to enhance precision and consistency. Surgeons mentally walk through complex procedures before entering the operating room, and even musicians use imagery to fine-tune motor skills and reduce performance anxiety. One reason this works is that mental rehearsal strengthens the same neural pathways as real-world practice. When you imagine yourself executing a skill, your motor cortex, the part of your brain that controls movement, activates just as if you were actually doing it. Your prefrontal cortex, responsible for focus and decision-making, also engages. Even mirror neurons reinforce the learning process. What are mirror neurons? You've probably never heard me mention these before. These are specialized neurons that fire both when you perform an action and when you observe or imagine someone else performing it. They are a key reason that children instinctively learn by watching adults, like when a baby smiles back at a smiling parent, or a toddler picks up a phone and mimics talking. Your brain is wired to simulate experiences before you act on them, which is why visualization is such a powerful tool for training your mind and body. And it's not just wishful thinking, it's a brain training tool that can help you perform better, stay calmer under pressure, and build resilience before you ever step foot into a high-stakes situation. Let's talk about how this helps in real life. One of the biggest challenges with stressful situations is that our brains default to what it knows. If you've experienced panic before a big meeting, your brain remembers that and might repeat the pattern unless you train it to do something different. Mental rehearsal allows you to pre-program a more productive response. If you visualize yourself handling a tough conversation with composure or stepping into a competition with confidence, your brain is already building those neural connections. When the actual event happens, your mind recognizes the pattern and responds accordingly because, in a way, you've already been there. This is especially helpful for reducing anxiety. If you mentally rehearse staying calm before a challenge, your brain gets used to the idea of facing that moment without a panic. It's like a psychological vaccine against stress. You're training yourself to handle the discomfort before it happens. Now, not all visualization is equally effective. There are actually two kinds, and one works better for resilience building than the other. Outcome visualization is what most people think of when they hear about mental imagery. This is where you picture yourself winning the race, acing an interview, or getting the promotion. It's motivating, but it's not enough. What's even more powerful is process visualization, where you mentally walk through the steps required to succeed. Instead of just picturing yourself crossing the finish line, you imagine yourself pacing your breath, staying focused, and pushing through the fatigue. Instead of picturing yourself blowing people away with your amazing presentation, you visualize yourself prepping your slides, responding thoughtfully to questions, and maintaining strong body language. Process visualization strengthens resilience because it prepares you for the obstacles. It doesn't just show you the end goal, it trains your brain to handle every step along the way. So, how do you do this effectively? I'll walk you through a simple method that you can practice right away. Step one, set a clear goal. What situation do you want to prepare for? Maybe it's handling stress at work, speaking in public, or staying composed during a difficult conversation. Step two, engage all your senses. Close your eyes and picture the details of the situation. Where are you? What does the space look like? What do you hear? The more vivid your mental image, the better your brain can encode and strengthen the memory of the experience. Step three, visualize the process, not just the result. Walk yourself through every step leading up to success. If you're prepping for an important meeting, don't just picture yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself breathing deeply beforehand, calmly addressing questions, and feeling confident as you speak. Step four, practice regularly. Just like physical training, repetition matters. Even spending 5 minutes a day rehearsing your response to stress can make a big difference over time. Step five, pair visualization with action. Mental rehearsal is not a substitute for practice, it's a supplement. If you're preparing for a race, you still need to run. If you're preparing for a speech, you still need to refine your delivery. Visualization enhances what you're already doing by reinforcing positive neural pathways. A couple of things to watch out for. Don't let visualization turn into overthinking. You're practicing success, not mentally dwelling on failure. If negative thoughts creep in, reframe them. Instead of picturing things going wrong, visualize yourself handling obstacles calmly and effectively. Mental rehearsal is a tool, not a trick. But when used consistently, it can significantly enhance confidence, reduce stress, and improve real-world performance. So here's something you can do. Try a 5-minute mental rehearsal today. Think of a situation that you're preparing for. Close your eyes and mentally walk yourself through it step by step. Pay attention to how you feel afterward. Do you notice a shift in your confidence or clarity? Let me know in the comments. What's a situation where you could use mental rehearsal to prepare yourself? This is the final video in my Mindfulness and Cognitive Techniques module of my Resilience series. We've talked about meditation, walking mindfulness, compassion-based practices, and then now today, mental rehearsal. Next, we're going to look at neuroplasticity and habit formation and how you can rewire your brain for positive change. If you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching today. See you next time.